Student YO Universe.
Pinaka-latest sa pop culture trend.
Bringing the latest and the hottest trending topics. From the ultimate movers and shapers
It's very interesting na ang daming nominations na nakuha ng The Artist.
to everything else under the sun.
I'm very excited kasi ito na yung Olympics eh.
We don't just listen to the student's voice, we amplify it.
Ayun po sa anti-planking law, parang sobrang lang yan. Kasi, di ba?
Because it's not just a student's world, it's our universe. Student YO Universe.
Good morning mga classmates! Ngayong maganda na namang Friday morning na after ng malakas na ulan kahapon.
Kagabi, oo.
Oh, grabe. Talagang nandun kami sa labas ng Mascom kahapon. Tapos, natrap kami sa mga, para lang sa mga classmates natin hindi nakakaalam yung tambayan. Yung mga chairs and tables doon.
Yung sa tapat mismo ng Mascom yan, di ba?
Talaga sobrang lakas ng ulan na napilitan lang kaming magpayong doon. Di kami makaalis talaga. Pero ngayon, sumikat na muli ang araw at napakaganda ng panahon ngayong umaga.
At maganda yung effect na no umulan kahapon, kagabi, kasi parang nabawasan konti yung init, di ba?
Yes.
Pero merong hindi nababawasan ang pagiging hot, ganon.
Oo, tamang-tama ang muling pagsikat ng araw dahil magsisimula na ang
Student YO Universe.
Ako si Nina.
At ako naman si Vince.
At tuwang-tuwa kami dito sa station dahil kanina lang ay may mga bumisita sa aming mga freshmen ng
hello,
University of the
guys.
Philippines. College of Mascom, no? Kasi
Welcome to
naka-orange
UP.
sila.
Yes.
Ang color ng Mascom.
May color coding pala ito.
Yes, ganyan. So, welcome
Ayan.
sa ating mga kaibigang
hello,
freshies
guys.
nandito
Oo.
ngayon. Eto, may mga papasok sa booth ngayon. Hello.
Mga ka-universe sila ngayon ay pumapasok na, no?
Oo, they're here to join us this morning as we discuss the latest and hottest in pop
Yes.
culture. Dahil nga, Student YO Universe is your one and only venue for some interactive, youthful, informative, and profound angle on anything and everything pop culture. Tapos syempre, dahil ito nga tungkol sa pop culture, hindi lang kami ang nag-uusap dito. Kasama din kayo mga classmates na nakikinig ngayong umaga.
Oo, kasi nga classmate Nina, no, sa pop culture kasama yung mga audience.
Yes.
Lalo na yung boses ng youth. Kaya naman, kailangan natin alamin yung kanilang mga saloobin. Kaya hanapin nyo ang aming official Facebook page. That's www.facebook.com/studentyouniverse. At sa Twitter naman ay pwedeng i-tweet yung comments about the program. Pwedeng negative reactions, comments, opinions sa ating mga trending topics for today. That's www.twitter.com/SYOuniverse.
Kaya naman, bago natin puntahan ang ating unang topic ngayong umaga, alamin muna natin kung paano natin nakukuha ang mga topics na to every week. Kasi
Sige.
hindi lang basta-basta ang paghahanap natin ng pop culture topics.
Oo, sige, wag na natin patagalin pa. Ito ang paraan kung paano nga ba namin nakuha ang mga trending topics na ito.
On Student YO Universe, we go deeper into what's hot, what's happening, and what matters to the youth. The YO Universal team is composed of 15 students who pull together recent pop culture news from the most relevant websites and choose the top 5 most talked about topics online. Our universe revolves around your voice because your voice is our number one choice.
Always reliable
Yes.
and always up-to-date ang ating listahan ng mga trending topics dahil nga dito sa pinagdadaan ng proseso.
Kahit hindi ganun
diba?
consistent yung weather, no? Tayo consistent tayo sa paghahanap.
Yes, that's true. Kaya ito natin, ihahain na
Yes.
namin sa inyo ang hottest na pop culture this week. Ito na ang
Number 5.
Number 5.
At number 5 ay pinag-usapan ngayong linggo ang meet and greet ni Avril Lavigne sa kanyang concert sa Brazil. So ito na nga, ang ating pop star na si Avril Lavigne ay nag-held ng kanyang concert sa Brazil kung saan hindi ganun ka-normal yung nangyaring meet and greet mga ka-universe, no?
Bakit naman?
Dahil walang karapatang lumapit. Ay, hindi. Pwede lumapit pero bawal mag-hug, bawal mag-touch yung skin, bawal din mag-kiss, exchange ng kisses, ganyan. Dahil si Avril Lavigne ay may no-touch policy pala sa kanyang mga concerts. Dahil ang mga sabi nga dito sa ating report na 800 Brazilian fans ni Avril Lavigne ay nagbayad ng $360 or kung i-convert natin sa ating currency, no, that's 16,000 Philippine pesos.
Grabe.
Para lang makapagpa-picture ng super awkward classmate Nina. Kasi ganito yan. So imagine mo parang space, ganyan. Pero nakatayo kayo kayo na may space sa gitna niyong dalawa. And it's not a usual picture kapag nagpapapicture ka sa idol mo, di ba? Tapos, sabi pa dito ay sabi dito sa ating report ay yung mga fans doon ni Avril Lavigne na nag-expect na makakuha man lang ng handshake or hug ay wag na daw umasa. Dahil itong no-touch policy na to ay hindi lang sa Brazil, pero sa lahat ng concerts ni Avril sa kahit saang mga parte yan ng mundo.
That's unfortunate. Tapos sinetch ko nga ito ngayon lang para mas may insight pa tayo sa topic na to. Kaya nakita ko yung ibang mga pictures with Avril and her fans na talagang nakikita mo yung excitement
sa face ng fan, 'di ba?
Oo, pero si Avril parang the smile doesn't even reach her eyes. Tapos
parang may distant thinking ganyan.
Na parang she'd rather be somewhere else. It's really unfortunate kasi unang-una sobrang mahal nung presyo para sa
meet and greet na to.
Na yung may ibang mga meet and greet nga na syempre iba yung context and level na pang pinangyayarihan ng mga meet and greet. May mga mall shows. Pero yun nga, from the bottom na may mga free meet and greets hanggang dito sa mga 16,000 pesos, diba?
Makikita mo yung difference, no? Doon sa free na meet and greet, you can actually get chommy-chommy, ganyan, hug, kiss, diba? With your idol. Pero ito na, you have to pay 16,000 pesos, pero ito lang yung makuha mo. Parang, kaya namin sinasabi na ito lang, no? Kasi diba hindi ito yung usual na ina-expect natin mula sa meet and greet. Kaya naman, makikita mo dito na kahit ganun kamahal, no, classmate Nina, willing pa rin magbayad. Yung mga fans na, ewan ko kung alam nila na may no-touch policy itong si Avril Lavigne. Pero parang kahit ganun, nakita nila yung para na makita nila close enough. Basta no touching pero close enough si Avril Lavigne, 'di ba?
Grabe, tapos may ibang mga meet and greet pa nga na hindi mo na kailangang magsalita, yung celebrity na mismo yung mag-o-offer ng affection sa'yo.
Speaking of that, meron ding kinumpare itong meet and greet ni Avril Lavigne
sa meet and greet ko.
Pwede rin mamaya sa mga freshies natin. Wow, ganon. Sa meet and greet ni Rihanna. Ayun, so ito, ang mga set ng pictures na to ay sa kanyang Loud Tour kung saan sobrang ibang-iba. Classmate Nina, sobrang makadikit si Rihanna and yung fan, as in merong magkayakap, merong magka-embrace, merong nag-exchange ng kisses, ganyan. So makikita mo yung difference.
Yes.
Na makikita mo na Rihanna allows her fans to be close with that.
Yes. The comparison was made on
BuzzFeed.
Yes, this really famous parang medyo may pagka-pop culture din siyang website diba?
Parang tayo, Joe.
Website. Soon, malay nyo.
Diba?
Pero ang isang concern talaga dito pa is not just the fact na mahal ito, but the fact na let's quote The Guardian.
Yes,
na
let's do
isa
this.
pang nag-publish ng article tungkol dito sa meet and greet
Yes.
na in modern live music, you can put a price on love. Na parang,
okay, gets.
Oo, na
gets.
parang para magkaroon ka pa ng once in a lifetime moment, kailangan mo pang magbayad. It's not like yung someone you just run into sa street, tapos yung you can exchange highs and hellos na like normal people. I mean, obviously the people involved in meet and greets aren't normal people, pero sometimes you take the mask off and you go into the streets and you just drop the whole celebrity act. You're a person reaching out to others. Pero dito, parang yung the personal level has vanished. Talaga, it's just the performance. Irving Goffman's performance. Hello.
And to think, di ba, na parang full makeup pa si Avril and ganyan, di ba? So makikita mo na parang she's not that ready to reach out sa fans niya. Parang ganun ba yung classmate Nina?
It's really, or maybe, I don't know, we don't know the full context of this. Maybe she was having a bad day or talagang may sakit siya or kaya nga ayaw niyo lumapit.
Baka makahawa daw, no? Pero alam mo, naisip ko rin.
Really sure.
Na baka mamaya nagkaroon na siyang ng mishap before. Like mamaya super close niya rin sa mga fans niya, pero mamaya merong naging violent reaction, ganyan. So baka medyo nagkaroon ng trauma si Avril, di ba? Hindi natin ganun kaalam. Aalamin pa natin yan sa mga ating mga research, no? Kung meron nga bang naging bad happening kay Avril sa kanyang dating meet and greets.
Pero yung syempre we feel bad for the fans pero we're not judging Avril kasi after all this isn't just about her as a celebrity, this is also about her as a person, and
Yes, I agree.
kahit na public figure siya there's a part of her that isn't included in her performance as a celebrity.
Okay, so you're
diba?
saying, classmate Nina, na parang this puts Avril in a certain light of privacy. Parang ganon.
Oo, may separation of the public sphere.
So hindi niya pinapagalaw yung kanyang personal space.
Yes.
Wow,
Pero
oo nga,
ito, kahit na hindi masyadong chummy si Avril nung kanyang meet and greet, let's be chummy sa mga pumasok na namang bagong batch of freshies na
Hello, guys.
nasa labas ng booth
Oo.
ngayon. Hello. Hope you're enjoying the program kahit
Yes.
sandali lang, diba? Malay nyo, fans kayo ni Avril.
Oo.
And na-champion yun na pag-uusapan namin
Oo,
siya,
diba?
So, ayan, from a modern day celebrity to a childhood favorite ng
Yes,
karamihan sa
totoo
atin
yan.
dito sa Student YO Universe. And
Oo.
it's so funny kasi kagabi lang, I was doing some impersonations na related dito.
Wow, mamaya sa trending joke.
Okay, I'll try.
Okay, yay.
Yeah, pero bago tayo pumunta dyan, introduce
Oo.
muna natin ang topic. Ito ang
Number 4.
Number 4, tamang-tama talaga na Friday ngayon mga classmates
Yes.
because it is time for Flashback Friday. Na
Hashtag pa yan
Yes, malay natin maging official thing ito soon. You never
diba?
know, diba? So, para sa ating Flashback Friday ngayon ay tututukan natin ang Pokemon series
Yes.
na nagsimula as, I'm not sure kung visual novel siya dati or video game. Pero anyway, may bago na siyang installment on Game Boy. Hindi on Game Boy. Dati pa yun
Naalala ko yung Game Boy, nag-flashback din yun.
Oo. Pero ayun, may bagong installment sa series
Sa
na
Nintendo
ito.
ata to, no?
Yes, ang Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Parang frat lang na joke. So, ayun. Pokemon fans first enjoyed Pokemon Ruby version and the Sapphire version nung nilaunch ito nung 2003 for the Game Boy Advance.
Wow, so iba pa yung Game Boy Color. Wow, talaga nag-flashback na tayo
I
sa mga
didn't realize na may Game Boy pa nung 2003. I
Ako
thought that
din.
was 90s to like
99,
2000.
tapos tumigil na
Oo.
siya.
Oo. Tapos ngayon, after more than 11 years, diba? There's a whole new generation of Pokemon fans who will experience the dramatic storyline ng
Wow,
Pokemon
yes.
that unfolds sa bagong installment nito, ang Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Ang ganda ng names, no? Nakakatuwa. Parang mga gems, ganyan.
It's coming in November 2014 and malalaro mo na ang Pokemon in your Nintendo 3DS family system.
So pang family ito.
Oo, parang
Bongga.
upgrade siya na dati.
Personal lang, no?
Oo, na parang parents and other adults are concerned the video games are tearing you away. Pero now it's bringing you together and it's fun na ito pa of all things ang magbe-bring together sa isang family kasi it's nostalgic na talagang
Totoo.
may foundation na talaga of attachment,
Yes.
diba?
Oo, makikita mo na parang Pokemon is already a pop culture pillar. Wow. Para mapagkakatiwalaan mo na siya when it comes to video games.
Na talagang hindi na bago to sa mundo ng pop culture yung intense idea of nostalgia kapag naglalaro tayo, 'di ba? Na may iba pang mga game series na naging involved then and now. For example, the Mario Brothers series.
Oo. At parang gusto ko rin banggitin yung Legend of Zelda, 'di ba?
That's
Sobrang
true.
sobrang sikat pa rin ngayon, 'di ba?
Na yung iba lumilipat-lipat pa ng platforms na pero itong Pokemon parang I'm not sure if Nintendo has the rights to Pokemon, do they?
Oo, alam ko Nintendo ang may pagmamay-ari or may copyright or right doon sa Pokemon series. Ang alam ko.
So it's really interesting na kahit sobrang nagbabago yung technology, kahit na may evolution na it's always a forward thrust na from the graphics to the gameplay, the layout, the interface. Talagang nostalgia pa rin yung huge part na nagiging selling point nito, diba?
Makikita mo nga yung mga factors na sinabi mo, classmate Nina, yun yung mga bagay na dapat ginagawa for you to extend a gaming experience Parang Pokemon, hindi lang siya nagstay doon sa era 90s game, diba? Extended after the millennium, after 2010, at hanggang ngayon nandito nandito pa rin siya. So makikita mo na there's an evolution, there's an adaptation in their way of presenting the game.
Yes, pero yung, syempre, they're still not straying too far from the formula. Kasi dati, maraming lumalabas na bagong mga colors. May yellow, green, red, and several other new releases na may iba-ibang storylines each time.
Oh,
Iba-ibang versions.
okay.
Tapos ngayon, remake ang nilalabas nila na may Ruby and Sapphire naman ata talaga before. Pero parang ito upgraded
okay.
version kaya ang Omega and Alpha, diba?
Okay.
Tapos, pero back to our nostalgia idea. Tignan na lang natin yung Flappy Bird, diba? Na kahit na it's a mark of how far we've come in terms of gaming. Kasi it was played on touchscreen devices na wala naman dati. Talagang the charm in it was the design.
The familiarity to the design, 'di ba? Na yung pipes familiar to Mario, 'di ba? The sound, it's very 8-bit, 'di ba?
Pati yung graphics 8-bit na kapag zoom in mo si Flappy Bird, talaga sobrang pixels.
Pakita mo yung squares.
Pero I guess that's one of the things that makes things so profitable. That's one of the things that makes these games and other pop culture forms so marketable nowadays. It's not just it's not just how it's built or how you play it. It's also the attachment that you have to it, diba?
Yun nga, feeling ko itong Pokemon doon sila nagbi-build on Doon sa legacy, doon sa big fan base na nagawa nila from their very start na kahit hindi pa ganoon kahit hindi pa ganoon kaganda, well noon maganda na siya, no? Pero ngayon dahil nag-upgrade niya ang graphics and all, tulad nga na sinabi ni classmate Nina, makikita mo na kahit na remakes na lang to, merong bago.
Yes.
Merong something new to look forward
They
para
try
sa
to
mga
strike a balance.
Yes, I love that.
And dahil na banggit natin kanina, before we move on from this very nostalgic segment, sabi ko magsasama lang, diba? So,
Ayun nga.
Teka,
Ayun
I have
na.
to get into character.
Ready, Pokemon fans.
Okay. Peka. Tapos yung yung isa pa.
Oh my God, oo nga. Nakuha mo. Wait lang, hindi ko kayo nakaya to mga ka-universe.
Okay, last na to.
Sobrang accurate.
Okay, ayun.
Yung Togepi favorite ko. Ang galing nun.
Okay,
Close enough.
this just in, magpapalit na po ng kasamang host si classmate Vince next segment. Ako'y magtatago na po sa mundo.
Dahil nawala na daw yung dignidad.
Yun, I will hide among the nerds. Joke na. So, ayun mga classmates, maraming salamat sa pagtutok sa first segment ngayong umaga na mix of old and new.
Oo nga
Plus
Maganda.
mamaya, mix of new and sobrang new na 2 years pa ang aantay natin bago siya maging new pa talaga. So, ayan mga classmates, huwag kayong aalis at magbabalik
ang Student YO Universe.
Student YO Universe.
Ang DZUP 1602 ay kasapi ng KBP, kapisanan ng mga broadcaster ng Pilipinas. Sa DZUP 1602, kasali ka! Welcome back, classmates, dito sa isa na namang segment na puno ng fun and happiness sa pop culture. Ito ang
Student YO Universe.
Ako si Nina.
At ako naman si Vince.
At kanina nga napasadahan natin ang old and new sa pop
Yes.
culture with Avril Lavigne's Meet and Greet at ang bagong installments ng Pokemon.
Yes.
So,
Ibang klaseng magkaibang fans yan, di ba? Music fans, game fans, di ba?
yes, that's true. So, from music and gaming, we now go to TV series,
yun.
diba?
I love that.
Something that people can't wait for pero walang choice eh.
Uh-uh.
Sorry mga classmates. Wala rin po kaming kayang gawin dito. So, ito na ang ating
Number
number
3.
3.
Number 3.
At number 3, tulad nga na sinabi ni classmate Nina, Sherlock Season 4, at least a 2-year wait. Wow.
Ang
Wow.
saklap niyan.
Wow. 2014 pa lang ngayon, so 2016 na yung mapapanood ang bagong Sherlock Season 4.
Graduate na ako by then. Woo,
Ay.
I'm claiming it. Just-
Ang BBC miniseries nga na Sherlock ay hindi babalik sa usual na na usual na November running dahil sabi ng series co-writer na si Mark Gatiss, I hope that I said that right, sa isang Q&A for BBC Worldwide ay madidelay ang pagbabalik ng Sherlock dahil sa sa unconventional format ng show. Kasi 'di ba, classmate Nina, ang Sherlock ay nagro-run for 2 hours, tama ba? 2 hours episode. 2 hours episode, no? Para sa isang season. And usually, etong season na to ay 3 episodes lang. So, ang isang season ay 6 hours long. And sabi dito ay 6 hour long episodes, but BBC asked if they could do the 90-minute episodes instead para daw mas mabilis sila makapag-shoot and mas mabilis na ipalabas sa TV. Pero sabi dito, we couldn't really do more than 3 episodes every couple of years. I mean, we'd certainly like to reduce the time, but by the time we finished and then everyone starts gearing up again, it roughly takes that long. Kasi nga yung mga stars na involved dito, no? Like sina Benedict Cumberbatch, diba? Meron ding other commitments. So, Sherlock isn't really there yung parang pinaka
Sole
top,
focus.
sole focus. Kaya pero alam mo yun, kahit na ganun, masyadong malaki pa rin yung fan base ng Sherlock.
That's an interesting price to pay kasi for some of these people, kaya sila na-introduce sa yung greater pop culture sphere is through Sherlock din talaga. So parang it's ironic na dun yun pa yung dahilan kung ba't na-delay. Pero I mean, we're not blaming them. Diba?
So parang for personally nga, feeling ko Sherlock, sobrang laki yung tiwala nila sa fans nila, no? Para pag-intayin ng 2 taon. Kasi ako personally, hindi ako mag-iintay. Joke. O parang iba yung iintayin. Parang hindi naman ata TV show. Wow.
Ay,
wow.
grabe
Ay,
po.
grabe.
Dami
Ang
mo na
aga-aga
yung-
pa.
Pero I think this is worth the wait kasi there aren't really many TV shows that will regularly produce episodes like this na parang TV film na ang labas.
Yeah, they actually
If it's
call
not
their
a special
episodes films.
episode.
Oo. Tapos, sabi naman dito ay wag daw, don't fret, Sherlock fans, dahil sabi ni Martin Freeman na nag-appear sa isang British talk show na ni Alan Carr, sabi niya ay magkakaroon naman daw ng special spin-off para sa mga fans ng Sherlock kung saan magkakaroon ng pansamantala muna, no, na ipapalabas para doon sa mga fans. Ayan, sabi dito ay para doon sa spin-off ay some fans say that it is better to have some Sherlock than no Sherlock at all.
Kaya nga nito napupull off yung itong planned nitong 2-year wait and the production of the series is yung it's already established, diba? Na you know na the content is good. You know that the production value is good. So, parang you can't question the decision of the crew. Kasi alam nila yung ginagawa nila. And, lalo na, kakaiba din kasi yung approach ng Sherlock, diba? Na talagang, the fan, it's almost interactive kasi yung the fans also get involved in trying to see what comes next. Yung they try to see where the story goes. Kahit na wala silang direct input na yung it's like they're caught up in it anyway.
Na parang nakuha ng management na ng staff ng Sherlock yung gusto ng audience, 'di ba? Na parang makikita mo na only Sherlock na ganito katiwala sa fans nila yung kaya mag-take ng ganitong katagal na hiatus, 'di ba? As in 2 years. So, parang 2 seasons din yung mawawala sa kanila. And dito mo makikita yung pagpasok ng loyalty ng fans, diba, classmate Nina? Yung kanilang dedication to a certain phase of pop culture. Like ito nga sa TV series na Sherlock, diba?
That's true na kahit anong mangyari, yung I think it's a mutual thing between the fans na yun nga, like we said earlier, the fans trust the producers to come up with something that they expect to be good and substantial, while the producers know that the fans are smart, na hindi nila paglalaroan lang yung fans in terms of production. They're not going to mess this up. Na, kaya nga nila tinatagalan kasi they know the fans can keep up with what the producers throw at the fans.
So parang sinasabi mo na pagbalik ng Sherlock same high ratings yung mangyayari, or sa tingin mo medyo magdidip kasi ang tagal nilang nawala?
I think tataas pa to kasi especially nowadays na sobrang highly active na din ang mga fans, not just in watching TV but on social media, magkakaroon ng hype dyan na it's going to be big on Facebook, on Twitter, and these kinds of fandoms, they're always lying in wait na talagang dormant lang sila pag walang nangyayari. Sige, cool. We live in the past seasons, the past releases, whatever. Pero pagdating ng bago, they come back like a wave.
Yes.
A really huge wave.
At saka wala pa ako nakakita na nag-take ng hiatus or ng long break. For example, sa movies, di ba? Kunyari, ang tagal ng next installment. Parang hindi ko naman nakakita nagdi-dip or parang bumababa yung kinikita nila. Pero instead, either balance lang or tumataas pa, di ba?
Let's see. Kasi, ang naisip ko dito sa nabanggit mo ay
Sige.
yung Star Wars
Okay.
sobrang iba yung naging approach sa original trilogy tsaka sa prequels. Now, obviously, with the huge gap in technology and the actors of the time na talagang may marami talagang may iba, pero the reception of the prequels has not been favorable sa mga kakilala ko.
Wait, meron bang naging change ng characters dito? I mean, nagpalit ng characters after ng trilogy and prequel? Or same actors?
Kasi prequel was about the years before Luke and Leia in the original. So there are a few who stayed na, pero may mga central characters na syempre kailangan mag-rotate para maiba yung thrust ng story. Tas ito, inaantay na nga natin yung susunod, yung 7, diba?
So parang feeling ko dun yung nagbago. Kaya nagkaroon ng pagkakaiba doon sa reception ng audience kasi meron din nagbago sa loob.
That's a good point.
Kasi 'di ba, for example, if you wait for Spider-Man 3 like 5 years from now and same pa rin Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone.
Hopefully, Emma Stone.
And Emma Stone, 'di ba, aantayin pa rin natin 'yan. 'Di ba? So kasi 'di ba nakakita mo na there is a connection with familiarity. Wow.
That's a good point. So, ayun. Pero speaking of connection, and maraming salamat at na-connect mo sa ating topic mamaya ang ating pag-uusap tungkol dito.
Actually, yung next two ay pure about movies na. So, abangan natin.
Oo. Pero mamaya pa yung medyo spinoil or tease natin ng onte. Kasi
yes,
for
abangan.
now, dito muna tayo sa local level ng film. And it's all about the experience of watching.
Yes.
The new experience. Ito na ang ating
Number 2.
Alam mo ba yung kantang For Your Eyes Only?
Hindi. Sino kumanta nito?
I'm not really sure, but I think I first heard it in a James Bond film. I can't remember. I was really young when I first heard this
song. So ito ba
song.
yung parang pivotal song ng mga James Bond movies? Di ba meron sila?
Ng isa. Tapos minsan sinasabi natin na the things we watch are only for our eyes. Pero talagang with the advent of social media, na-i-involve na din yung ibang senses natin
I agree.
The series and films nowadays make us think and get involved. Tapos yun nga, may minsan may influence or involvement pa tayo sa
mga nangyayari.
Sa flow ng story. Pero ito naman, kakaibang involvement ang meron dito sa
physical.
Bonifacio High Street.
Yes.
Kasi the Bonifacio High Street Cinemas ay, they opened with a 4DX experience noong April 30, Wednesday.
Wow.
Kung kailan dapat manonood kami ng The Amazing Spider-Man 2, pero hindi natuloy. Maybe it's a sign. So, ayun. Ang concept nitong 4DX experience ay ang mga state-of-the-art 4DX motion chairs na parang feeling ng audience they are part of the film na I think hindi ito yung first na may ganitong theater in the Philippines. Meron na yung IMAX na
talaga?
Yes, na I'm not sure kung saktong ito rin na may motion involved pero kinento ng friend ko dati nung nanood siya sa IMAX na I think it was a nature film and there was an elephant.
Oh my
Tapos,
God.
when the elephant swung its trunk, may sa screen nakikita mo yung lumabas na fluid sa trunk. Pero, yung audience, they were sprayed with water.
Wow! So, parang may tumasig din na water sa kanila. Ganun.
Oo, na to make them feel na they're part of the film. Tapos, may mga small, viewing places around malls and in Enchanted Kingdom na where the chairs move according
Rialto
to
ito,
the...
di ba?
Yes, Rialto. Tsaka I forget the
Yung
names.
isa pa. Basta
Yung
4D
sa
din.
malls. Oo. So, ayun. Other features of the theater are for the other senses na tulad ng mist and light rain. Yun, tulad nga nung nabanggit natin sa trunk. Pero wag naman sana heavy rain. Ang lala nun.
Nabasa yung nanonood.
Smoke and fog for a gentle breeze or flash of lightning na talagang it's a light show na or tas siguro aalag ng onti yung chairs.
Ramdam mo
kasi,
yung kulog, ganyan, di ba?
Oo. So, saan ba nagsimula itong 4DX experience na to? Ito ay nagsimula sa isang South Korean company, CG4Dplex, na kung saan dinevelop nila ang 4D theater, and it mainly features precise choreography of motion system and environmental effects.
So it takes the act of watching a movie, parang a total experience, 'di ba?
Na it's a new way of enjoying film na. Pero on the downside, syempre may mga taong bawal dito na people with vertigo or people who get dizzy easily, and siguro some other diseases din ay hindi pwede. Pero for others who do not have these ailments, syempre pwede silang
manood.
So itong mga movie houses na to ay may may Dolby Atmos, which means proprietary surround sound system with front and ceiling mounted speakers. Anong meaning nito? As in talagang sound comes from all directions. Na
So,
parang nababalutan ka ng sound.
So yung sound galing sa airplane, sa taas manggagaling, ganon.
So ayon kay Myra Ocampo, ang Fort Bonifacio Development Corporation Deputy Commercial Operations Head.
Okay, ang dami, no?
Yeah.
Dami yung posisyon.
We have for the first time in the Philippines the only 4DX cinema in the country, the game changer in cinema viewing experience. The 4DX cinema is an experience like no other. It is like nothing you can expect.
Wow.
Bonifacio High Street is proud to be the first location of the 4DX.
Wow.
So siguro this has something different to offer from the other similar theaters na nabanggit natin kanina na siguro all films na siniscreen dito ay ganon, di tulad nung sa, for example, sa IMAX na minsan wala namang ganong effects.
So parang nagiging special yung mga movies na ipapalabas dito. Kaya parang naisip ko din na parang you invent something when you need something, diba? You invent something when you need something. And feeling mo ba nakita na itong South Korean company na mayroong potential rise or there is an increasing number of people who are wanting to experience this kind of experience, yung 4D?
Syempre, when you innovate, you always assume na people are going to look for what you ask for na. Tapos, hindi naman to siguro necessity na tulad ng the original concept of the movie theater as we know it.
Yes, true.
Pero people are always on the lookout for something new na. Andun nga, kaya nga tayo may hierarchy of needs, diba, ni Maslow. Na, tas meron pa itong konsepto ng technological determinism na nothing gets invented without a predetermined idea of what we want to do with it.
Yes.
Not just what we need to do with it. Kasi, ito, hindi naman natin necessarily ito kailangan. Pero, kasi there are different ways of getting really involved in film. Not just yung in the physical way, pero yung you invest your thoughts in it, your feelings, your ideas, and it creates a community. Pero ito, ibang-iba to na talagang paglabas mo ng cinema, hihingalin ka. Diba?
Na parang na-experience mo talaga yung film. Kaya naman parang makikita mo na, ito, bago siyang, tulad nga sinabi ni Myra Ocampo, it's a game changer. So parang magkakaroon ng mga films na specifically 4D lang, di ba?
Tapos tulad nga nasabi ko kanina, di ba, hihingalin ka paglabas mo ng theater. Hindi lang ikaw, pero pati yung bulsa mo kasi it's 450 pesos.
You have to bring 450 just to experience the 4D.
Pero come to think of it, it's not very... the price isn't very far from yung ibang 3D.
Yes.
Na kasi yung regular 3D, it ranges from 300 to 400 something.
Correct.
Diba?
Correct.
So, siguro for people who are used to watching 3D movies, sulit na to.
And di ba parang to experience it as a one-time thing, di ba? So malay mo, punta tayo mamaya dyan. Wow, ganon.
I wish, di ba? Mag-Mother's Day na ngayong weekend.
Oo nga, yun ang Mother's Day treat, di ba?
tas birthday pa ng kuya ko bukas. So, sana
Ayan, so ang daming celebrations kila classmate Nina.
Yun. Pero, for now, i-celebrate muna natin itong dalawang trending topics na ito dahil maraming salamat. Nagpapasalamat kami sa inyong mga classmates at sinamahan nyo kami through these 2 segments.
Yes.
Mamaya ay pag-uusapan na natin ng latest pop culture hit when it comes to movies,
Yes.
diba?
From a movie house to a specific movie.
Yes.
Puro movies tayo, no?
Yes. I'm not sure if I recall this correctly. Nabanggit mo ba last week kung napanood mo to?
Hindi pa ka pa nababanggit last week.
Okay. Pero napanood mo na?
Yes.
Okay. So, ako rin napanood natin. So, napanood ko. So, magiging masayang usapan natin dito. So, abangan niyo yun mga classmates. Magbabalik
Ang Student YO Universe.
Student YO Universe.
Ang DZUP 1602 ay kasapi ng KBP, kapisanan ng mga broadcaster ng Pilipinas. Sa DZUP 1602, kasali ka!
Welcome back mga classmates dito sa nag-iisang hottest pop culture program sa radyo. Every Friday morning, ito, ang
Student YO Universe.
Ako si Nina.
At ako naman si Vince.
At ito sa labas ng booth, ang mga freshies na bumibisita
Hi guys! Ayan, ang cute kumakaway sila.
Yes, we're so happy to have you guys here. And ayun, sana hindi lang ito yung pagkakataon nyo para mapakinggan nyo kami. This is a part of the CMC Student Council's Freshie Tour. So, hello mga bagong members ng College of Mass
Ngayon ay kasali na kayo talaga.
Yes. So, teka, wag muna tayo mag-recruit sa DZUP Radio Circle.
Hindi, sa 1602 lang.
Magtrabaho agad sila dito, diba? So, ayun, bago tayo pumunta sa ating susunod na topic ngayong umaga, ang
balikan
ating
muna,
huli.
no?
Yes, balikan muna natin ang mga napag-usapan kanina. Starting with number 5, ang Avril Lavigne meet and greet kung saan hindi masyadong smooth ang mga bagay-bagay.
At number 4 ay nirelease na nga ang Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
At number 3, there will be at least a 2-year wait for Sherlock Season 4.
At bago nga tayo mag-break ay napag-usapan natin ang pagbubukas ng 4DX experience sa Bonifacio High Street.
So bago tayo muli pumunta sa number 1, daanan muna natin ang mga paraan kung saan pwedeng mag-reach out ang ating mga classmates na nakikinig ngayon.
Yes, sa Twitter nga ay pwede nyo i-tweet ang inyong comments about the program, lalo na dito sa number 1, no? Alam naming marami kayong emotion, marami kayong feelings. So, i-tweet nyo yan sa www.twitter.com/SYOUniverse. At sa Facebook naman ay pwede kayo mag-post sa aming wall at i-like ang aming official Facebook page. That's www.facebook.com/StudentYOUniverse.
And speaking of these social networking platforms nga, no, ay batiin natin ang isang fan na lagi nakikinig sa atin to.
I love him na talaga.
Consistent siya.
Heart.
Hello, classmate Robert from Samahang Bidang Bida.
Hi, Robert.
Oo, and nabanggit din niya na hindi naman naabot ng 2 hours ang mga future episodes ng Sherlock for Season 4. 90 minutes. Wala lang, pinaalala niya lang.
Okay.
Yun. So, hope you're enjoying the program and I
Yes.
hope you will enjoy this kasi
Of course.
this will be,
Alam ko na parang niya na to.
Okay, buti naman. Hindi natin siya masaspoil. Kasi this is something big, diba? Na kahit na hindi na to bago actually sa comic book world and marami pa rin nagulat.
Yes.
So, wag na natin ito masyadong spoil. Ito ang
Number 1.
At number 1, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 hits 112.6 million pesos on first 2 days.
2
And dito pa
days.
lang yun sa Pilipinas, ha? Kasi, ang alam ko, iba yung release date.
For the US audience.
Oo, tapos may ibang countries pa na nauna pa nga sa atin na I think mid-April ata.
Talaga? Wow, di ko alam
Yes,
yan.
I think so. I think I read it somewhere. I'm not sure. We'll see. Ayun, so nag-open ng April 30 ang The Amazing Spider-Man dito sa Pilipinas. Kasi
Yes.
films, usually they open here ng Wednesday.
Totoo nga, bakit kaya no? Anyway.
I'm not sure. It's very interesting. Tapos
wow.
sa US naman, it opened a couple days later, ng May 2.
Yes, that's
and
right.
since opening then, it has reached over $420 million
Wow.
worldwide.
Grabe.
Oo, maraming salamat sa allowance. Joke lang. So, ayun.
At lumampas na sila sa sa ginastos nila for the film. Ganun
Oo.
talaga iniisip.
Yes. So, ito ang yung latest offering ng Columbia Pictures na it broke box office records sa
Philippines.
Pilipinas sa pag-garner nga nito ng 112.6 million on its first 2 days. It made history na mas malaki pa siya sa mga local films natin. This is a sequel where Spider-Man faced off against supervillains Electro and the Green Goblin. Not the original, pero yung the heir. The heir ni...
Yung tagapagmana.
So, I think this goes without saying that it's Harry Osborn na
Yes.
it surpassed the first 2-day box office receipts of previous record holder na isa ring superhero film.
Na part din ng Marvel, di ba?
Ang Iron Man 3 na nag 110.9 million ito.
Wow, malayo malayo.
Tapos yung iba pang mga nalagpasan nito to get to the top spot ay mga superhero films din.
Wow.
The Avengers, Man of Steel, The Amazing Spider-Man,
Yung first part nila.
Transformers Dark of the Moon, Captain America the Winter Soldier, and The Dark Knight Rises.
It's nice na makita na may common ground sa mga movies na nagta-top in terms of box office, no? Na
Yes.
parang puro tungkol siya sa heroes, about
it says
about
something
a
about
fantasy, sci-fi,
it
diba?
says something about how Filipinos feel about life, diba?
About superheroes.
Tas mapapansin mo rin na yung I'm not sure if this is because talagang dahil lang mahilig tayo sa escapism or projection na kasi Filipinos, they automatically root for the underdog, diba?
Yes, I love it.
Tapos the underdog becomes the hero and saves the day. Pero kasi mapapansin mo rin na superhero films nowadays have another layer to them na hindi na lang sila puro pagiging heroic. May dark side din ng mga heroes natin.
Okay, ito na naman. Meron na kaming same point. Kasi sinulat ko yan sa notes ko. Nakalagay dito.
Woo!
I like that these reboots hindi lang kahit na 1,000 told story na ay parang pag ginagawa nila yung bagong film, inaalis nila yung past perspectives, yung past points of views, diba? At ngayon nilalagyan nila ng bagong facet, ng bagong angle at dumadaan sila sa ibang entrance and flow kung paano nila tinatakal yung story. Diba? Tulad ng sinabi ni classmate Nina. Same point, check, tanang, gano'n.
So kaya rin siguro nagkakaroon ng ng mataas na ranking ang mga films na to kasi kahit na sobrang fantastic nila, sobrang blown up ang production nila, there's something there that we can anchor ourselves to, that we can relate to.
Tulad nga sinabi natin kanina, there is a connection with familiarity. Wow, quote of the day.
So, i-compare naman natin to sa international box office gross na nag-garner ito ng more than $155 million in just 2 weeks of showing in various theaters worldwide. Tapos, this coming weekend naman ay ine-expect nila na
mag-blow up pa ito.
Yes. Tapos this film was directed by Mark Webb, also
wow,
known
so
for
much fun, ha?
Yes. Okay. Kaya nga feeling namin nung nanood kami na kaya siguro siya nag-break ng contract kasi actually he was supposed to have a 2-film contract with the production company of 500 Days of Summer. Wala pa siyang follow-up. Pero, siguro pinilit niya to kasi Spider-Man. Web.
Para naman ito magmasa apelido ko, no?
Pilit eh. Sorry po. So, ayun. Still about yung box office sales. Totoo pa rin na mas mataas ang kinita ng My Little Bossings.
Talaga? Wait.
On the first day. Kasi, onting background lang, sinabi ni Chris Aquino nung kanyang interview with Andrew Garfield.
Yes, sa Singapore, yes.
Oo, na mas mataas ang kinita ng My Little Bossings kesa sa The Amazing Spider-Man 2 nung nag-open ito. Pero kung iisipin mo, weekday nag-open ng Spider-Man compared to My Little Bossings na
seasonal, no? Christmas season.
Na holiday. So, onti pa lang din yung difference, diba?
It was really close actually. 49.43 million for Spider-Man 2 and 50.4. So that's really close.
So it's still an interesting feat. And yun nga, it shows something about Filipinos na what do these two films have in common na yung they're really on the entertainment side na hindi sila yung social commentary talaga na straightforward, hindi
Mm-hmm.
wala silang agenda or anything. Not like not like other films na
Mm-hmm.
for example mga siguro yung mga ina-award din sa Oscars na
Oo, yung mga
think.
12 Years a Slave,
Oo.
ganyan.
Pero dito sa Philippines, ang pumapatok talaga yung mga
Ganito, yung mga pangbata, di ba?
Oo. So it tells you something about the demographics. It tells you something
Mm-mm.
how we're about
We view
how we're
ourselves,
raised, how we
oo.
view ourselves, and yung how we think of ourselves as overcoming our problems.
With the help of superheroes. Ba? Ganun.
Pero tandaan natin syempre na the superheroes aren't in the sky. They're not
Oo.
on top of buildings. They're
They're
in
just
us.
humans, diba?
Yeah, they're in
Oo.
each of us, diba? So, we're ending this episode with a very Miss YO Universe moment.
Kumakaway-kaway sa fans, ganyan.
Yes, to na pagkawin namin sa Freshies kanina na
Oo.
nandito. Wala na sila dito ngayon. Pero
Oo nga
thank
eh.
you for being here. And thank you rin sa ating mga classmates na nakinig sa atin ngayong umaga, diba?
Oo, very consistent sila. I love it.
So, ang Student YO Universe ay hatid sa inyo ng DZUP Radio Circle, the only org that goes on air. At nang himpilang ito, DZUP 1602, kasali ka! Next week, magsisimula na naman ang boses ng Estudyante Strip with Lakwa Chica.
Yes.
Same time, same station.
At pagkatapos naman ng programang ito ay ang Talatugtugan. It's an hour full of music. Kaya naman,
So, muli ako si Nina.
at ako naman si Vince.
At ito, ang Student YO Universe, where your voice is our number one choice.
Student YO Universe.
Pinaka-latest sa pop culture trend.
Bringing the latest and the hottest trending topics. From the ultimate movers and shapers
It's very interesting na ang daming nominations na nakuha ng The Artist.
to everything else under the sun.
I'm very excited kasi ito na yung Olympics eh.
We don't just listen to the student's voice, we amplify it.
Ayun po sa anti-planking law, parang sobrang lang yan. Kasi, di ba?
Because it's not just a student's world, it's our universe. Student YO Universe.